Ecstatic Bliss. Secrets to living a juicy life. Manifestation is one key topic on the spiritual path. Once you question, once you awaken, once you become more conscious, manifestation will naturally be drawn into your field. Sometimes even I would say people get very hooked on manifestation because it is really how we can create this life consciously that we are living. In essence, it is also why our soul incarnated, why it came into the body, why it came to this planet, to make something subtle, something that we cannot perceive from the human senses, into something that we can finally perceive, that we can hold, touch, feel, taste, hear, smell, and what we can truly experience with our full existence. And if you're listening to this episode, you most probably have already researched a little bit, tried out, or even studied several manifestation techniques to make the dreams come alive, to live your dream life, or to just be playful and see what is possible on this planet. And I feel manifestation is indeed a real playful approach to life. Something we are invited to remember also again and again, to not take life that seriously, but to remember that we are the creator and the actor and the play and the observer and everything together actually, depending on which perspective you take. And if you master manifestation to a certain degree, you see how much power you actually have. We have been conditioned a lot into keeping ourselves small, being in service, whilst sacrificing our own well-being. So many distorted programs, I don't want to go into this in detail now, but you know what I mean, that a lot of people still also operate on these programs or conditionings from the system that keep them stuck, that keep them small, that keep them thinking and believing in a version of themselves that lives just a tiny fraction of who they truly are. And if you are in the game of manifestation, you know, or you start to know, or you already really deeply know how much power you have. However, life changes, society changes, our collective changes, this planet changes in vibration, so to say. And we are undergoing this great shift, what we call New Earth, or the rise in consciousness, a big remembrance who we truly are. So manifestation naturally also comes more and more into more and more people's field. I see it a little bit that with New Earth, this life game extends to a next level collectively. I mean, if you really see this life as a game, you have different levels you can live on, or different truths you can hold as true for yourself. And some are individual, some are collective, and they are interwoven, of course. Collectively, New Earth is some form of new world in this game of life. A new level we unlock by raising our frequency, our consciousness. Consciousness expands, so we are perceptible. We are also more sensitive to another world called New Earth. And in essence, actually, this is coming back, returning to a more truth-based, loving, heart-centered, soul-aligned way of being. And if you followed me for a while or have listened to some podcasts or my satsang on YouTube or follow me on Instagram, you know that the soul is central to my teachings because this is your true essence. And when we go down to this root, to the soul, of course, we can also go even further to the root, which is the source, but to make it a little bit more human understandable and also more approachable into our everyday life and personal experience, the best way is to make soul the focus point of your being. From there, truth arises. From there, authenticity can be born. So soul is a key aspect in my teachings. Soul blueprint, soul alignment, soul embodiment. These are the three core mentorings also I offer. I call it Soul Trinity. And so also manifestation on New Earth, in my opinion, is very much more soul-based. Soul-based manifestation. That what you want or desire to manifest doesn't stem from ego, but from soul. Not from, I want to be seen, I want to be liked, I want to have a certain image, a certain status, I want to earn a lot of money and have a big car and huge house, just because I can then show off. Of course, exaggerated here now, just to make the point clear. But that your manifestation comes from your soul, from your soul's desires. And I also have already a podcast episode on the difference between ego desires and soul desires. Soul desires, and therefore the manifestation that is based on soul desires, is much more related to and focusing on what brings my soul growth, what expands me. First of all, also what liberates me, so I can step more fully into my true self, into my essence. And then what expands me, what is also relevant for my soul's purpose here on this planet. Because New Earth is much more about cooperation and collaboration and using our unique gifts to really make an impact in the microcosmos or the macrocosmos, however you see it. But each and every one, the more of us come back to our true nature, we naturally emit our true frequency, the soul song we came here to sing. And then it becomes a very beautiful orchestra, metaphorically, on New Earth. So New Earth manifestation is, in my opinion, soul-based manifestation. There is no real other way, other than those who still manifest from ego somehow live in a parallel world, not on New Earth. If you want to bring heaven to earth, which is New Earth in a way, love, truth, then soul is the center of attention. Not the ego in the driver's seat, but the soul really being the master again. Surrendered ego, soul empowered. And of course, this is an evolution. This is not from today to tomorrow or just a decision away. In some form, yes, but it is an evolution we all go through and we all can individually participate in, contribute to, so that you are called also to check in with yourself if you have something you really want to manifest in your life and how far that is aligned with your soul or if this is coming from your ego. In the beginning, it might be a little bit more difficult, more challenging to decipher, to discern what is coming from ego, what is from soul. But the more connected you are with your soul, of course, the more you know, okay, this is my true essence, this is my core vibration, my energy, this is me in energies, the more you will also know this is aligned, this is not aligned with my soul. I feel also we are prepared actually, without our forcing or controlling of this process from ego to soul. We are prepared, all of us are prepared to let go of ego, to surrender and to step into more authenticity. This often shows up, for example, if you just have the feeling something feels off, something feels fishy, something feels not really, expansive, but more contractive. You feel it in your body, in your heart, in your energy field. Something feels like, this doesn't really fit me anymore. Even if you have a manifestation that you wanted for years, maybe it falls away once you step more into soul. Or if you achieve a manifestation you desired once and then experience it, you're like, this is, it's nice, but it doesn't really contribute to my soul's path. So the focus with soul-based manifestation is also here a lot on personal and soul-based, of course, growth, potential expansion, living more of who you truly are, your limitedness, to explore that, and to put yourself in the position of the creator again. This comes hand in hand with a lot of shedding of illusions, transitioning from control and surviving to flow and thriving, from being somehow disembodied, just living in the head or just living in the outside or just living for material things or from day in, day out, to true awareness, consciousness, conscious creation, soul alignment, and embodiment of what you know. Wisdom embodied, not just studied. I've explored and contemplated this topic of manifestation from soul a long time, and also in relation to New Earth. I had my realizations, my insights from my own path, also due to certain situations and experiences and circumstances where I sometimes questioned myself in my manifestation, and then came to, very potent realizations that I have collected in a new course I call New Earth Manifestation Secrets. And you will find in there, in this audio course, 33 secrets to manifest from soul, not from ego. These secrets go much deeper than the classical manifestation techniques, because I feel sometimes these techniques, although yes, they are very helpful, they are powerful, they miss some aspects of, especially when we look to New Earth manifestation from heart, from soul, from truth, from remembrance. When manifestation really is based again on these core principles that we vibrate in when we have cleared out all this nonsense we have been conditioned to and programmed with. And to give you a better idea of it, of the contents of this course or the vibration behind it also, and give you a sneak peek, I will now play the trailer for you. Humanity is entering a new era of consciousness, a shift many people call New Earth. A reality that no longer operates through struggle, survival, force or control, but through alignment, devotion, love, and conscious co-creation. And as this shift unfolds, many people begin to see something important. Our understanding of manifestation is changing, becoming more refined, more conscious, and more deeply rooted in truth. We don't merely learn techniques to obtain what the ego desires, but step into conscious co-creatorship with the divine intelligence that moves through us. In this audio course, we explore manifestation from a more conscious and evolved perspective. What becomes possible when manifestation is rooted in soul alignment rather than ego control? What happens when creation emerges effortlessly from coherence, surrender, trust and love? What shifts when we stop trying to force reality and begin allowing life to create through us? You are invited to look beyond surface level techniques into the deeper dynamics of consciousness, vibration and soul alignment. Where manifestation is no longer about forcing reality to obey ego desires, but about learning how to move in harmony with the deeper intelligence of life itself. This audio course is an invitation to rediscover the deeper art of manifestation as a conscious channel within the cosmic play of life. An exploration of what becomes possible when creation arises from soul, coherence, devotion, surrender, trust, love, and truth. If something in you senses that your approach to manifestation is evolving to a more conscious, aligned, and effortless way, New Earth Manifestation Secrets, the art of effortless soul manifestation, offers precious insights beyond surface-level concepts and invites you to remember that life unfolds most powerfully when your soul, your energy, and the divine move as one. As you notice, this course touches deeper insights into manifestation, especially if you feel called or are already a little bit pushed by your soul to contribute to New Earth consciousness. I feel it's inevitable to tap into your soul more and into the reconnection to the divine as well. To free yourself from what you have been told, to believe in yourself and your power again, to reclaim that power, and to consciously create from that heart space in a loving way for your soul, for humanity, for this planet, for our evolution, and really also remember why your soul incarnated. To use manifestation as a tool and not as the ultimate show-off, but as a tool and innate, not only tool, an innate capacity, capability, ability you are born with. As manifestation happens all the time, as you know. And the more we use it consciously, the more it also becomes effortless. And that is why also the subtitle is called, amongst others, that's why, the subtitle of this course is called The Art of Effortless Soul Manifestation. In that sense, really, manifestation is an art that you can practice, that you can beautify, that you can refine, that you can play with. So if you feel called to go deeper in manifestation, to refine it and to know the secrets of New Earth manifestation that will become more and more relevant in our lives, then I invite you to join the audio course. You can, of course, listen to all these lessons in your own tempo and as often as you wish. And to remember from that, if anything you need to remember, always to come back to your soul, to return to your soul, to make it the focus point. And from there, go forward. Life unfolds most powerfully when your soul, your energy, and the divine move as one. So much love and bliss, Soraya Ananda. If you feel the deep pull to walk this spiral more intimately, Soulgasm, my 6-month one-on-one sacred mentoring awaits you. This is a living embodiment of all I transmit here, but uniquely decoded for your soul. Enter the portal of ecstatic bliss and unleash your personal soulgasmic reality. All details and the link to book your vibrational match call are in the show notes.